Well guys, a bit of a departure from my river fishing, down on an old lake that my father and I used to fish, Old Pit. As you can hear, it is rather close to the motorway, so you do get quite a constant drone of traffic, but it's an absolutely gorgeous venue. I mean, it really does epitomise what a very Crabtree-esque lake should look like, apart from obviously the traffic noise. But if you can forget about that, and you do tend to zone out here because it's beautiful surroundings, or it did used to have 10 years back when my father and I used to fish, it used to have some really good tench fishing, really, good sport on the flow, feeder, leisures. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be using two rods on the leisure, both on boilie, trimmed down to around about 12mm size, and just fishing that in conjunction with the following. As you can see, I'm not planning on taking any prisoners today. You have to excuse me if I'm shouting, but the motorway traffic is a bit loud. Anyway, this is a mixture of Vitalin that's been liquidised, mixed with Robin Red. There's a good helping of birdseed in there, and a nice amount of sweet corn, and quite a healthy dollop of molasses to give that nice fruity sweet smell to it as well. So just going to be using that underarmed into the area. I've already given it a solid raking, and still got a reasonable amount of little bits and pieces of weed out there, but I've cleared quite a nice area on a couple of runs, so that's where both the rods are going to be going. Got my fingers and toes crossed. It'd be nice to catch a tench. Not had one for a while. I had one last season on the float and centre beam, but this place has got so many memories for me. My father and I used to have some really good trips here. We had tench up to upper £7, which might not be massive to some people, but you could always come down here and you could always have a decent day's tench fishing. I can't remember a single time where we would have gone home and blanked. So it was a reliable venue with some nice old looking tench, really olive green fish as well, because obviously it's quite a weedy venue, so you had some really nice looking fish. Anyway, I'm going to get my rod set up and I'll chat to you guys later on. I really do have my fingers and toes crossed that it's still a decent venue. I certainly hope it is. Got a few fish to be had in it anyway, but you can only try, can't you? See you in a bit. Right, what I'm now going to do is split up with a few balls of the nice ground bait mixture. As I say, you can see from where I'm placing a few of the boilies, I'm not going out that far. So just an underarm cast really. I'm going to put 2 or 3 of these around, well, actually more like 4, and spread them across in an arc, the area where I've raked out. And yeah, I hope so. I really do. I would really love a tench. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, always. It's cloudy up considerably now, it's nice conditions. I tell you what, there's been tench fizzing all over the area. Some nice fish rolling. Not a single sniff on either bait, apart from one little knock on the right rod. I'm not really sure if it was just a line bite, to be honest. They are playing cute and a bit tricky. I've got faith. The weather's clouded up and I do feel that I've still got a good chance, but always positive. I'm definitely there, seen 3 other fish roll since that larger tench this morning, and just every so often in intervals of about half an hour to an hour massive beds of bubbles popping up there, really fizzing. It's like a jacuzzi, it really is. But as I say, apart from the one knock to the right rod, which I felt could have been a line bite, they haven't slipped up yet. So we'll see. Time will tell, I guess. Well, if you could have told me earlier this morning that I would be having my brain racked by these beauties, putting on a jacuzzi show, fizzing all over the place, bubbles aplenty, but very little action, and then pick up this beauty. Well, it's a lovely looking female. Not quite my PB though, it's £7.12, my PB's £7.13, but who's complaining? What a lovely looking dark tench. Look at that paintbrush paddle tail. What a beauty. It's got some old battle scars on it, but it's typical of this particular lake. But it's a very nice dark olive green, just the way you like them. It's a beaut though, isn't it? Just draw myself back so you can get a better proportion of it. Look at that. Happy days. To think I had that last one rod out and I just changed it and I was going to give it just another 45 minutes and I had to be going. This shows you it's so important to bring those changes at times. But look at it. What a beauty. That lovely looking orange eye. Teddy bear eyes. Come and give me a little kiss. You're far too pretty for me, I think, though. Let's get it slipped back. Beautiful. Well, if you could have told me earlier this morning that I was going to have a nice looking tench like that for all the hours of fishing till this afternoon, I would say to you, don't be daft. They're not having it. They looked a bit preoccupied on natural food and were being a bit cute and finicky, but yeah, ringing the changes, as I say, certainly was the difference. Changing to maggot and caster on a small hook and a lighter hook link. Two little bleeps struck in and yeah, cracking scrap. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't get it on video once again, but you know, when you've had all that amount of bubbling and fizzing and you do get the bite that you've been hoping for, the last thing on my mind, to be honest, was to hit that camera button. It was to, you know, get on the end of the rod and play that fish. And yeah, lovely looking dark tinker, wasn't it? Beautiful orange eyes. And yeah, I absolutely made up with that. Really am. I did actually think it was going to be a blank, but not the case. It would be nice to be able to stay a bit longer. Just waiting that extra half hour with that one rod out, you know, that last ditch, try another thing and just push my luck for an extra 20 or 30 minutes. Paid off. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this rather short and impromptu style of video. And I might on my next video be back out on the rivers after Chub and Barble, or I might come back down here and do some float fishing, give you a much better view of the fishing that way, have both cameras rolling, and hopefully give you a better action. Anyway, until next time, hope you're enjoying your fishing as well. Tight lines, take care lads.